Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have seen 8051 addressing mode overview. Now we will look in depth the addressing modes used in 8051 with an example. The first addressing mode is immediate addressing mode. So in immediate addressing mode, as we discussed earlier, the data is given immediately in the instruction. So when you see this instruction, MOV A, hash 6AH, 6A is your data, H represents it as a hexadecimal data, and hash symbol is the one which has to be used before the data. So hash symbol before 6A indicates it is the operand, and 6A is your 8-bit data. So if hash symbol is not present, then it will become a address. So we'll see some example. So in this move A, hash 6, in this A, move hash 6AH, in this instruction, okay. So move A, hash 6AH is your instruction. Opcode, because your microcontroller does not will not understand what is move A, so it has to be mentioned in the opcode. So the opcode for the same, that move A, data A is 74H, and this particular opcode will be available in your data sheet, and it is a 2-byte instruction, that is to fetch the opcode and to fetch the data. So it is a 2-byte instruction, and the number of machine cycle is 1. Now move A, hash 6A means 6A is your data. You consider the 6A is available in the address 0 to 03. So here whatever it is specified this side, it is your address, and inside this whatever it is specified, it is your data. So when as soon as your controller executes move A, 6AH, that particular 6A is moved on to the accumulator. Therefore, after executing this particular instruction, the content of your accumulator will be 6A. So, and this represents it is your hexadecimal data. Immediate addressing is nothing but the data is immediately available in the instruction, and the data is there before the data hash symbol has to be given. It is nothing but it indicates the operand, and if it is a 8-bit instruction, you have to specify 8-bit data. If it is a 16-bit instruction, for example, one more example I'll give for 16-bit, that is MOV. So MOV represents it is a data transfer instruction. DPTR means data pointer, data pointer, it is a 16-bit register. So it is a 16-bit register means after hash symbol I should represent 16-bit data. You consider I'm going to give the data 1111 followed by H. Why? Because I need to give H in the sense it is a hexadecimal data. If you are not giving H means then 1111 will become a decimal data. It is the immediate addressing mode. Whatever I have represented over here, it is an immediate addressing mode for a 16-bit data to be loaded. So if it is a 8-bit register, accumulator is a 8-bit register, so we need to give 8-bit data. Suppose if I am giving move A, hash 1111H. So it is an immediate addressing mode, but whatever I have used over here, it is a 16-bit data, where the particular instruction what I have written over here is a invalid instruction. Why? Because accumulator, it is a 8-bit register, so we can store only 8-bit of data in the accumulator register, but the data what I have given over here, it is 16-bit, so this particular instruction is invalid. These are all some of the examples of your immediate addressing mode. Next is your direct addressing mode. So take for direct addressing means here the address is specified directly in the instruction. For example, you can consider move A, 04H. Here 04 is your address. You consider this as your data. Move 04H means in a 04 means R4, that is we have not used hash symbol. If you are using hash symbol before this data, it will become a immediate addressing mode. If you are not using any hash symbol, then it is going to be your data. That is the only difference between your immediate addressing mode and direct addressing mode. So in direct addressing mode, whatever data it is available inside that 04 address, that will be stored on to the accumulator. You can consider it is your accumulator content 04. You consider inside this 04 you have the data 1F. So 1F is the data available inside this 04. Therefore, the content of accumulator will be 1F. Okay, it is your direct addressing mode. Next one is your register addressing mode. Here the register will be directly present in the instruction. That you could see the instruction move A, R4. R4 is the register addressing mode. For example, to select which bank of register, I have to use these two, that is PSW, program status word, third bit and fourth bit. Whatever data I am going to load in RS0 and RS1, that will decide which bank of register I will be selecting among this bank 0, bank 1, bank 2, bank 3. For example, here I have taken some instruction set B PSW.3. So as soon as the microcontroller executes this particular instruction, the program status word third bit will be equated to 1. So here it will be equated to 1 in that PSW.3. Next instruction PSW.4. So clear PSW.4 means in this PSW.4 it will be cleared. So it will be stored with 0. It means that RS1 is 0. Okay, and RS0 is 1. So it means that your bank 1 will be selected. Well, after executing this instruction, if your controller executes this particular instruction move A, R4, whatever data available in R4 under bank 1 register will be moved on to your accumulator. Here, in case of your register addressing mode, the register will be directly present in the instruction. Take this example, move A, R4. So as we discussed earlier, from bank 0 address stands from 00 to 07. Bank 1 stands from address from 08 to 0809, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it stands from 07 to another 8 bit of data. So another 8 bit of data will be stored for your bank 1 register. 00 to 07 stands for bank 0 register. From 08 to 0809 A, B, C, D, E, F. So till F. It means 08 to 0FH. It specifies the RAM address for bank 1 register. In that R4 will be selected. So R8 08 RAM address specifies R0. 09 RAM address specifies R1. 0A RAM address specifies R2. 0B RAM address specifies R3. And 0C RAM address specifies R4. So inside this R4, what data is available? 2F. That will be moved on to the accumulator. That will be moved on as a accumulator content. So it is your register addressing mode. That is the address which specifies the register which specifies the address will be present in the instruction. Next is your register indirect addressing mode. So in register indirect addressing mode, you are going to use only R0 and R1. In case of immediate addressing mode, you will be using hash followed by the data. In case of direct addressing mode, Without this hash symbol, if you specify the data, then it is going to be your direct addressing mode. In case of register addressing mode, you will be using the register number, bank of registers, to access the data. In case of indirect addressing mode, you will use only R0 and R1. So if you are using R0, in case of your register indirect addressing mode, you should use @ symbol followed by either R0 or @ symbol followed by R1. Take this example, move a comma at R0. It means that whatever data R0 will represent any that is either bank 0 or bank 1 or bank 2 or bank 3 R0 register. For example, you consider here in I'm going to use R0 in from bank 1. So it is your R0 register in bank 0. It is your R0 register in bank 3 or bank 2. And now I am going to use R0 register in bank 1. So what is the content available inside this R0? It is 20. So this 20, that is inside that 20, what data is available, that will be moved on to the accumulator. For example, in 000x, for example, in the address 0x20, in case if some data is there, 1a is the data available. So when it is the 20 is the number, that is data available in R0. So at R0 means at this 20th location, at this R0 location, what data is available. So at R0, what is the data available? 1a is available. This 1a will be moved on to the accumulator content. So this one you can write it as, in if you wanted to clearly, in the content of accumulator will be the content of R0. So whatever data available inside this particular address will be moved on to your accumulator. It is your register indirect addressing mode. Next is your index addressing mode. In case of your index addressing mode, you will be using two instructions. That is, this is used for accessing your external memory. Move C, that is accessing your external code memory. For this, you have to use accumulator, data pointer and program counter. You take this example, move C a comma at a plus dptr. What is the content of your accumulator? It is 02. What is the content of your data pointer? Data pointer, it is a 16-bit register. So the content of the data pointer is 01FE. So 01FE plus 02. So 01FE is added to 02. So when you add 01FE plus 02, E after F 10. So here 0, 1, carry 1. F after 10. So here 1, 2, 0. So inside this 0 to 100, what data is available, that will be moved on to the accumulator. This is how your index addressing mode work. For example, if you consider this particular instruction, move C a comma at accumulator plus program counter. You consider what is the program counter. For example, in program counter you have 01 FC. So 01 FC means it is the program counter address. It will be added with the accumulator content. So if it is getting added with the accumulator content, it is nothing but when you add FC, FD, FE. So it will be now the address. So inside this address, what data is available, that will be moved on to your accumulator. This is how your index addressing mode works. Next, stack. Stack is a portion of memory. It is used to store the data. The address of the stack is contained in a register called stack pointer. So the instructions used in stack are push and pop. It is used for stack operation. So when you wanted to place the data onto the stack pointer is incremented before storing the data. Suppose if you want to retrieve the data, then the stack pointer has to be decremented before retrieving. So as the data is retrieved from the stack, then the stack pointer decrements to the point next available data byte will be available. So it follows last in first out fashion. So when you see this particular example, before you start on reset means when you are resetting your microcontroller, so all these particular bits will be set to 0 0 0 0 0 0. Okay, at that moment what is the data available inside this RS1 and RS0? It is 0 0. So when on reset, by default your bank 0 register bank 0 will be selected. At that moment your stack pointer address is going to be 07 because bank 0 is already selected on reset. So by default on reset your stack pointer address is going to be 07. When the controller executes move R6 comma hash 25, here the content of R6 is stored with 25. When it executes the next instruction move R1 comma hash 12, the content of R1 is going to be 12. So the first three instruction represents your immediate addressing mode. Next three instruction represents stack address for loading your data. Push 6 means what is the content of 8 is 25. So whatever data you have in that, it will be moved on to your stack pointer. So likewise the next three instruction is used to store the data onto the stack, and the other three instructions is used to retrieve the data from the stack. So this is the detailed explanation for your addressing modes used in 8051. Thank you students.